Coming up, a Democratic politician guns for WWE over its business practices. John Cena talks about wrestling outside of WWE and so much more. So subscribe to the channel for daily wrestling news, and because you lot were so good yesterday, here's Terry to say hi. Are you happy? Do you like being on here?
Support WrestleTalk!
So, WWE's classification of its wrestlers as independent contractors has been a subject of intense debate for some years now, with many arguing that the independent in the independent contractor should probably allow stars to, I don't know, like, wrestle elsewhere or probably run a Twitch account, I don't know. But historically, that has not been the case, with WWE instead restricting wrestlers' rights to work elsewhere, while also not providing them with the security of true employee status and benefits like, I don't know, medical care or paying for their travel. They've also clamped down on their use of third-party social media platforms and their ability to sell their own merchandise and copyright their own intellectual property around their gimmick. And over the years, plenty of people have dipped their toes into the arguments, from John Oliver's Last Week Tonight to Zelina Vega's support unionization tweet and Democratic politician Andrew Yang. Now, Yang has previously shown support for unionization and was a major opponent of WWE's decision to shut down its wrestlers' cameos and Twitch channels. And now Yang has returned to the subject again, saying he's been speaking with the US Department of Labor. He tweeted, "Had a call with the Department of Labor. If you are a current or former WWE performer who feels you were misclassified as an independent contractor, contact Lucas Middlebrook and let's get you what Vince owes you. Been a long time coming, but this storyline is real. It's a work, brother." Middlebrook is a union-side Labour attorney, and Yang had already posted an update to say that early returns are positive. Now, obviously, this tweet also brought out the chin scratch emoji whataboutist, who for some mind-boggling reason seem to be on the side of the billionaire in this situation. But even if you are the kind of die-hard WWE fan who are going to defend them against all of the odds, making the company treat its wrestlers better is going to mean that less people are inclined to leave. If the grass looks about the same green on both sides, there is no need to hop the fence. Now, a man for whom fence hopping seems very unlikely, though, is WWE lifer John Cena. Big Match John was asked during a fan Q&A at Florida SuperCon whether he would ever consider working for another wrestling promotion outside of WWE, and he answered with this mind-bending riddle. He said there's a whole, never say never philosophy, and I'm also that way in life because you never know what life will bring you. But I can with certainty say no. The classic phrase, never say never, say no. I mean, Cena's like The Undertaker. He's a Vince McMahon guy through and through. Also, in his specific instance, he kind of gets the best of both worlds. His focus gets to be on movies, and he gets to return to the world of wrestling that he loves for, no doubt, big-time payouts to perform on the biggest shows of the year for the biggest wrestling company in the world. It is not bad work if you can get it, but there is only room for so many John Cenas. Before we crack on with the show, we just need to thank WrestleTalk's personal ring announcer Rodrigo Benitez and The Vision Adonis for their support on Patreon. Bad work, if you do get it, is doing the Saudi shows, because WWE have begun hyping up this year's edition of Crown Jewel, which is set to take place in October. The company tweeted last night to break the news that Roman Reigns will take on Brock Lesnar at the show. And I feel like they did the bare minimum to keep the mystery around who's going to emerge victorious Extreme Rules out of Reigns and Demon Finn Balor by saying, will the hashtag Universal title be on the line following Reigns' match against hashtag the Demon Finn Balor at hashtag Extreme Rules, and then they added a picture of Roman holding the Universal Champion to the match graphic with Brock. Gee, I wonder if Brock's going to be facing Roman for the Universal title. What a mystery! Speaking of title wins, Big E only went and won a World One on Monday's Raw after a decision was made to bring forward Bobby Lashley and Randy Orton's match from Extreme Rules and have E cash in his Money in the Bank contract after only 57 days. Now, more details on the reaction backstage to Big E's momentous win have emerged throughout the week, with Fightful Select saying that almost everyone backstage was of the belief that Big E was going to win WWE's top prize, and that a title victory had been discussed very early after the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. Now, according to the report, a majority of the Raw roster stuck around until the end of the show to see the title change. Fightful said that this was unusual as many stars leave the arena before the show goes off air, but here they stuck around to witness and congratulate, which is which is just really nice. The report also says that there was universal elation for the new WWE champ, and that is also just really nice. Big E seems like he's actually genuinely a good dude. Now, another champ who did not have the world's greatest reception to her title win is Becky Lynch, who returned at SummerSlam, if you remember, and beat Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship in really short shrift. Now, in the build to the pair's rematch at Extreme Rules, Becky has taken to referring to herself as Big Time Bex, which you can just picture on the back of a pink shirt on a hen do, can't you? Big Time Bex, Sash, Bianca's away, Mella Yella, Livy, Morga's board, all classic hen party names. Anyway, Becky seems to like the nickname, and WWE do too, as they've moved to trademark the phrase for entertainment services, so mostly wrestling shows. There's no mention of merchandise yet, but I mean, it's only a matter of time, isn't it? Surely. To continue the good backstage attitude in wrestling from Big E's title win, let's hop over the fence and check out AEW, because the reports are that morale in the locker room is very high heading into next week's Grand Slam Dynamite in New York, and that comes according to PW Insider. Now, the report noted that a lot of people are clamoring to appear on the show, knowing that it's going to be a huge milestone for the company, as it's going to outdraw WWE's Madison Square Garden show by 4,000 to 5,000 fans. And so far, the card is really stacked. Kenny Omega versus Bryan Danielson, Britt Baker versus Ruby Soho, Malachi Black versus Cody Rhodes. It's really exciting stuff. Of course you would want to be involved. So anyway, NXT 2.0 was a show and had some interestingly named new faces. Perhaps most perplexing of all, though, was Bron Breakker. Firstly, 2Ks. That's just needless. And secondly, he's a Steiner. Just call the Steiner the Steiner. But it appears that NXT didn't want to play into that family history at all. Is there heat there? I don't know. Commentary said that Breakker had a dog-faced gremlin mentality, which was an obvious nod to Bron's father, Rick Steiner's nickname. They never explicitly said that Breakker was from one of the big wrestling families, though, because reportedly they were banned from doing that. Speaking on Wrestling Observer Radio, Dave Meltzer said that the guys were told they could not say Rick Steiner, so Vic Joseph decided to be cute and he wasn't banned from saying dog-faced gremlin. But those announcers were absolutely told you cannot mention Rick Steiner. Interestingly, there were also two other generational talents on the show as well, because Brooks Jensen is the son of Bull Buchanan and Von Wagner is Wayne Bloom's offspring. So it appears, rather than there being heat, WWE is just keen to distance itself from mentioning performers' family history in the biz. That's it, WWE. Hide that nepotism in plain sight. Go on. Thankfully though, being a Steiner didn't make Breakker's chances of an NXT push drastic go down, as he had a convincing win over LA Knight to open the show and closed out staring down newly minted NXT champ Tommaso Ciampa. And continuing the trend of renaming second generation talent, WWE revealed the new name for William Regal's son, Bailey Matthews, who is coming soon to NXT UK. On last night's show, vignettes aired for Charlie Dempsey, who said he was looking forward to grounding many NXT UK stars because he's a Regal at heart and they love a bit of mat-based technical wrestling. War games. So really, it's been teases galore this week, with Bray Wyatt teasing his post-WWE future, Paige teasing the month after December, and now Austin Theory seemingly saying goodbye to NXT in The Way. The young star tweeted saying, "The Way helped me get to that next level as a performer. I can't thank the people I was surrounded by enough. If you got lost in reality with what we gave you, then we did our job. Now on to that next level. Also, Papa John, thank you. I would also like to thank Papa John. You helped me through my student years." Now, Theory was backstage on Monday's Raw and has been working dark matches now the company has returned to touring, and the draft is coming up, so you can see that move becoming more permanent very, very soon. Now, not to be left out of all the chatter about future though was Sami Zayn, who posted his own cryptic tweet about his own future. A cryptic tweet about my future. But what could it mean?
Callum said, "In my whole life, I've never seen a whole movie theatre react as loud as they did to the Venom 2 end credit scenes. Sony delivered." I mean, these are some pretty big words here, right? So like, yeah, you've mentioned Spider-Man. Maybe it's just, Venom is just hanging out or whatever, and then all of a sudden, like, one of those little circle things appears, like the teleporting circle thing, and Doctor Strange steps through, or, like Wanda Maximoff steps through, or something like that.